Welcome to Mind Minutes, where we untangle life's little complexities. Today, we're diving into the fascinating and often tricky world of Hume, that's admiration for the strong in romantic relationships.
Right, that tendency to gravitate towards high achievers, like, the classic, I need a partner who can protect and provide. But is it really all it's cracked up to be?
Well, the article we are discussing lays out the case pretty well. It starts by saying it's totally natural. Evolutionarily speaking, it makes sense, seeking a partner who exhibits, shall we say, dominant qualities.
Yeah, makes sense, right? Stronger, more capable partners, better chances of survival, healthier offspring, all that gas.
Exactly. And it's not just like physical strength, right? We are talking success, ambition, resources, all sorts of qualities, even, specific personality traits.
Oh, totally. And it ties into self-esteem too, doesn't it? Being with someone strong can make you feel stronger by association, like basking in their reflected glory.
Exactly. This self-expansion, as it is called, where your partner's qualities become part of how you see yourself, makes total sense, at least from a purely theoretical perspective.
But there's a but, isn't there? What about the downsides? It can't all be sunshine and roses, right?
Oh, absolutely. The article mentions infantilization, right? Becoming too reliant, too childlike in the relationship, losing your own sense of self, because you are always looking up to this strong, seemingly perfect partner.
Yeah, I can see that. And what about the power imbalance? Strong can easily become, well, domineering, controlling, especially if there's like a blind worship thing going on.
Totally. Then, there's the pressure on the strong partner, having to constantly live up to this idealized image, always being the leader, the protector, never showing vulnerability.
Oof, yeah, that's a lot to carry. And let's be real, sometimes, the strong exterior is hiding some serious flaws, like maybe that decisiveness is actually controlling behavior?
Exactly. Or that intense work ethic could mean they are a workaholic who neglects the relationship. You know what I mean?
So, what's the solution? How do you navigate this whole worry thing in a healthy way? Because let's face it, attraction to strength, competence, it's real.
Right. So how do you actually navigate this Schufen, this attraction to strength, in a healthy way? Because, I mean, it's not like you can just switch off your attraction to competence and success.
Totally. I think a big part of it is self awareness, right? Understanding why you're drawn to these qualities. Is it genuine admiration? Or are you trying to fill a void in yourself?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Recognizing, what need you're hoping this strong partner will fulfill. Because if it's about like boosting your own self-esteem, well, that's probably not a great foundation for a relationship.
Exactly. And I think it's crucial to recognize the difference between strength and, well, just dominance. Someone can be incredibly capable and successful without being controlling, right?
Oh, absolutely. True strength involves vulnerability, you know? The ability to admit weaknesses, to ask for help. That whole never showing weakness thing, that's not real strength. It's often a facade, a defense mechanism.
Totally. So look for genuine confidence, not just a performance of strength, right? Someone who's comfortable with their own imperfections and yours too.
Yes. And equally important is maintaining your own independence within the relationship. Don't let your partner's strength overshadow your own growth and aspirations.
Right? Like you don't want to become so reliant on them that you lose your own sense of self. Keep pursuing your own goals, your own passions, your own, strength.
Exactly. Cultivate interdependence, not dependence, Two strong individuals supporting each other, growing together, rather than one orbiting the other. I think that's the key, right?
Yeah, I think you're right. And also, remember that pedestals are unstable. Nobody's perfect. So, avoiding idealizing your partner is key. See them for who they truly are, flaws and all. That's how real connection happens.
So we were talking about this whole other thing, right? This attraction to strength in a partner. But I was thinking, isn't there some overlap with like sensation seeking?
Ooh, interesting point. Yeah. Like, is the draw to a strong personality also a draw to a certain level of excitement, maybe even a bit of danger?
Exactly. Like this article we are looking at, it mentions a study, right? Connecting preference for a dominant mate with sensation seeking and, get this, trait anxiety.
Oh, really? Anxiety? That's kind of unexpected. I would have thought, someone drawn to dominance would be like super confident, not anxious.
Right. But apparently it can be a bit more complex than that. It seems like some people might be drawn to dominant partners because of their anxiety, almost like seeking a sense of security, you know?
Yeah, I can see that. Like maybe they feel safer with someone who appears to have it all together, who can take charge, make decisions, provide a sense of stability.
Exactly. It is like, I'm anxious, so I need someone who isn't, sort of thing. But that can be a tricky dynamic, right? Because that reliance can easily become, well, unhealthy dependence.
Totally. And then there's the sensation seeking piece of the puzzle. Maybe the draw to a dominant partner isn't just about security, but also the thrill of the unpredictable, right? The excitement of being with someone who pushes boundaries, takes risks.
Oh, absolutely. Like a dominant personality can be very stimulating, very captivating. It's like a constant source of novelty, maybe even a little drama, right?
Yeah, and that can be intoxicating, can it? Especially for someone who thrives on intensity, on new experiences. But as with everything, too much of a good thing can be, well, not so good.
Exactly. Because that thrill can easily turn into stress, right? Walking on eggshells, never knowing what to expect. And if you already have underlying anxiety, well, that's a recipe for some serious emotional turmoil. Hmm.
Totally. So I guess, like with the whole ooh thing, the key is self awareness, right? Understanding what's driving that attraction. Is it a genuine appreciation for strength and competence? Or is it something else? A need for security, a craving for excitement, maybe even a way of avoiding dealing with your own anxieties?
Right. So picking up on that thread of sensation seeking and seal this article, it actually delves into how different types of strong partners use different mate retention tactics.
Oh, different tactics? Like what? Spill the tea.
Okay, so it talks about two main types, dominance oriented and prestige oriented.
Okay, yeah, I think I see where this is going. Dominance, like the classic alpha, right? Assertive, controlling, maybe even a little intimidating.
Exactly. And they tend to use tactics like, well, coercion, threats, intimidation, that sort of thing. Not always physical, of course, but definitely creating a sense of consequences if you stray. Hmm.
Yikes, not exactly healthy, is it? So, what about prestige oriented partners? They are the strong silent type?
Not necessarily silent. Think more like high status, accomplished. They attract partners through their achievements, their resources, their social standing.
Okay, got it. So, how do they keep their partners around?
Well, they might use a resource display, showering their partner with gifts, expensive trips, that sort of thing. Or they might emphasize their social connections, their influence.
Hmm, interesting. So, it's less about direct control and more about like creating a golden cage, right? Making it really appealing to stay.
Yeah, exactly. And the article also mentions this idea of benefit provisioning. Like both types might do things for their partner, but their motivations are different.
Oh, how so?
Well, a dominance-oriented partner might do something nice, but it's often tied to maintaining control. Like, I bought you this, so you owe me. Whereas a prestige-oriented partner might do it more to impress, to maintain their image of, generosity and success.
Right.
It's fascinating, isn't it, how all these subtle dynamics play out in relationships.
It really is. And it makes you think, about what we're really looking for when we say we want a strong partner.
Exactly. And with that thought-provoking point, we wrap up another episode of My Minutes. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. It's been a blast exploring this integral world of with you all. Until next time, keep those minds curious, and remember, true strength comes in many forms.
And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. Catch you next time, folks.